Hello, and welcome to another edition of Motivational Monday. My name is Hashiem, Grooming and Review 101, where we hope to groom you for a purpose and motivate you for an activity. I have something to get off my chest. Do anybody know someone who complains? I mean, complains so much where it's at the point of nothing can go right for them. This happens. Oh, you can't do it because of that. Oh, I tried it because of this. Nothing never go right. They'll complain either way. They'll sit there and complain so much. I mean, it's like it hinders your growth. It brings you down. It's like you don't want to learn nothing else. How's that person even living? You see them and you just want to turn the other way because you know they're going to complain about something. They might complain on how you went the other way on them. You didn't stop to talk. You didn't say anything to them when you said good morning. What's so good about this morning? After a while, you don't want to say nothing to this person because you know they're going to complain. You ever went to a person and told them your ideas on something, and almost before they finish, they shot it down? They gave you almost 3 reasons right off the back why it ain't gonna work, or maybe they tried it and why it didn't work for them. Now remind you, that's them. I ain't saying how it's gonna be for me, but they'll tell you why it didn't work for them and how it's not gonna work for you. You gotta stay away from people like that. People like that is toxic. They'll find anything in the book to try to pound it in you so you can be negative with them. Negative people love company. How they say that misery love company? Those the people you got to stay around. You try to build them up and you try to tell them, listen, why don't you try to do things different? Why don't you change your life? Oh, I changed. How long you did it? Oh, I did it for a day, it didn't work, and I stopped. You can't do it for a day. This takes progress. It takes time. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time than others, but you got to keep moving. You got to keep going. But if it don't work right off the back, oh, it didn't work, I just stopped. They sit down, be stagnant. You know it's bad for you. Being still is no good for nobody. Think about it. That's just like a car. If that car is sitting out there long enough without you starting it, guess what? It might not turn over, might not start. God forbid if it's cold outside, you let that car sit for a couple of days without starting it, that car might not start. So you got to be careful of being stagnant too. That being still thing, that's not a good thing, but that's another situation. But people like that, complainers, after a while they feel hopelessness. They feel like they can't do nothing. So what's the best thing to do? Complain. What's the best thing they like to be? Another thing. They'll complain and sure enough jump on you and talk about how they're the victim, how somebody came at them and why they come at me like that. All I was doing was telling them the truth. You wasn't telling the truth, you was complaining. Why are you complaining? It's always something with these people. So you have to figure out a way to push them to the side. If you don't feel you can't do it, then you can listen, but don't let it drown you. Don't let it get on your shoulders where it's pulling you down. Next thing you know, you're going to be complaining. You're going to be figuring out why you can't do something. Why it's never happened for me. Why? You can't live like this. Okay, there's sometimes things happen. Things happen in life. But what we got to do is we got to figure out a way. How can we change it? How can we put some positive in it? There's some people that don't have much, but what they do, they make it work. They'll find a way to make it work. You give them something, they figure out how to make something with it. Once they learn how to make something with it, they got an abundance of it. Got an abundance of it, then they figure out how to distribute it to make it help them. They're going to figure out a way. That's the way you do it. Turn something positive. You can't sit there and be negative all the time. I be trying to tell certain people, you're so negative. Try to lighten up. Oh, that didn't work for me. How you gonna be so positive all the time? Things happen to you too. Yes, things do happen. Things happen to me. Things happen to you. Things happen to this person, that person. But after a while, if you sit there, you can't just sit. You got to figure out a way to do it. I don't care if it's a relationship. Figure out a way to make it better. Find a positive in that relationship. And if you've done all you can do, you have to move on. If the person ain't willing, but you both can't be sitting in negative, talking about you did this, it's always a negative thing. No. We don't want to be negative. Especially the start of the week. We want a positive outcome. We want to look that our week is going to be positive. Oh yeah, it's going to throw some negativity in there. Oh yeah, today is Monday. You're going to go to work and somebody going to hit you with something negative as soon as you get in the door. You're going to say good morning. Oh, what's so good about this morning? I woke up and my car stopped. Or I woke up and as soon as I got out the door, it was traffic. Oh, I woke up, got in the car, and I had to get gas, and the people was taking so long, and that's how I'm late. Okay, all right. And from there, your whole day is messed up. And the negativity just keep rolling. They keep complaining. The whole day you can be with somebody and they'll complain the whole shift. And you sit there like, oh my God. You don't do no work? Oh, I am doing work. But look at the work I'm doing. I ain't getting paid enough. Yeah, this ain't my job description. And this... Listen. We all have something, but you got to keep it going. I guess there's nothing to talk about at home, so they got to complain. And nobody at home want to listen to them, but I guess they got to complain here. It doesn't make any sense. It's better. Well, you know what? As they say, it's easy to be negative. It don't take much to be negative. That's easy to come. You can think of negative thoughts all day. But it's hard to do something good. Positive take too much thinking. Positivity is hard for some people. What you need to do when you find yourself around these negative people, and that's all they're doing, push them to the side. Try to get you someone who's positive, who's going to bring you up, lift you up. Positive thinking. Good morning. How you feeling? Let's make things happen. How can we make things happen? Could we do it this way? Let's try it that way. Even if it don't work, you try. You get with some of these negative people and they'll talk about, oh, that ain't gonna work. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. I know it. Like they've done everything. Like I said, they can give you about a million reasons why you're gonna fail. But don't fear failure. Fear being in the exact same place next year that you are today. That's what you should fear. Try. Forget the negative. Positive thinking is what we want. Once again, get with somebody positive and build something. You can do it. Start a little bit. Next day is something else. And you just build from there, and your attitude will be a little much better. Your insides will feel better. You'll be walking through the day feeling good about yourself. But if you're negative, you're just going to feel tired all day. That stuff drains you. You're a draining person. You'll sit there after a while and you'll be drained. And you'll be sitting there like, why am I here? Work is already stressful. And then here you got somebody else or a couple of people just on you on each shoulder, just draining you more, being negative, talking about this, talking about how their weekend was and how nothing worked, how the relationship didn't work, how they went out on a date and it was just so negative. They ain't talk about nothing. They ain't just everything. They not trying to help build nothing. Everything. You don't hear nothing positive. come out of their mouth? Do you know someone like that? Have you heard of somebody like that? You probably have somebody close to you that was like that. What did you do? How did you treat them? Are you still talking to them? Did you push them aside? What I want you to do is go in the comments and talk about it. What did you do to that person? How did it make you feel? I want to know, because I encounter them a lot. Most of the time I listen, but I know it's not going to bring me down. A lot of times I laugh with them and talk about how negative they are. They'll look at me and say, yo, you always smiling. There's always positivity coming out of you. You always, because that's me. I want to try to bring positivity out of you. And if I can't bring it out of you, I'm sure enough going to have me a positive day. Even if going to work, or even if I know going somewhere is draining, or is something happened where it's not, I'm going to find something positive out of it. I'm going to try to have me a nice day. I'm going to try to have me a nice 2 days. I'm going to try to have me a nice week. That's the goal. Every day should be better than the next day. But if you still hanging and being around negative people, you have a good friend, so-called good friend, and all these are negative, and y'all just walking, going to this place, this ain't gonna be good. Why are we going to that restaurant? I heard the food is bad. Why are we going over there? I heard that party is no good. Why are we going to this show? That show ain't no good. I heard the reviews, everything, but never did it, or just find something negative. You gotta let them go. Or just don't hang out with them so much. You don't need to be brought down. Or unless you're just going to spend your time listening to them and just trying to bring some positivity for them. Try to uplift them. Maybe somewhere you'll get to them. Because I know I do that sometimes. I don't push them away. I don't this. I try to bring some positivity to them. I figure we're going to clash. But I know I'm figuring I'm going to wear them down. Because I'm not going to let the negativity get to me. I got too much going on that I figure is positive. I love it. I like to hear people doing good things. That's positivity. But those negative people, they're going to try to, those people that's trying to do something positive, they tear them down. Because they're complaining about what they're doing. Complaining. Draining. I think it's just sucking them down. So what I want from y'all today, and once again, put it in the comments and let me know. And what I want y'all to do is just think of positive stuff. Leave them complaining people off to the side and let them complain. Because no matter what, they're always going to be there. You already know what they're going to say. No matter what you tell them, no matter if it's a show, work, what they did, how they did it, what they're going to do, what they're trying to do. And you know the funny thing about a complainer? You never hear them say what they're trying, how they're going to try to make it better. You say, yo, you complain so much, what you going to do to make it better? Because after a while, you keep complaining to me. I'll listen, but complaining too much or complaining too many times, I'll be like, yo, dude, change it. If you don't like what's going on, you keep complaining, try to change it. Other than that, don't want to hear it. Change it. But it's easy. They don't want to do it. I just don't understand. Try. Keep trying. Life is too short for this. And then you making it even shorter with complaining. It doesn't make any sense. So please, if you're going to talk to these complainers, just keep killing them with the kindness, kill them with the positivity, because it's Monday and you don't want to hear this crap. You don't want to hear no complaining to start your week, to start especially your day, and to start your week off. You definitely don't want to hear it, because there's a lot of things you can complain about from last week, your weekend, and everything else. But right here won't let you. You just positive person, you're going to keep on going. You're going to find a way. So you leave them complainers alone. So what I want y'all to do is stay fresh and stay positive. And until the next Motivational Monday we talk, y'all have a good one. Peace.